Hey there, Brett. Alright, a couple things. I'd like to see you focus in on the bracing on the inside of the right foot. So watch the, you can see how the foot slides out. So you know that your weight's gone into your heel somewhat, but it's too much in the middle. It's not on the inside of your foot enough, so it makes it harder for you to get your hips to lead and feel like they get left, get out from under the rib cage. So the way the foot looks right now, you should keep it like that during the backswing. Because one of the things that you want to do from here is you want to get your hips are doing definitely more lateral. They're doing better for sure. You would still like to keep your head from getting quite as far forward. So that's good. I'm going to keep working on that. I think if the head stays back a little better, the hands can get a little more forward. From down the line, you've definitely your trigger is much quieter now, especially from the front. You can see it. From the rear, there's still got a little tiny sit, and the problem with the sit is that it continues, and you lose some depth in the right leg. So you're adding knee flex here. But you can see you rotated more into the left side. So it may just be that address your a little bit your balance point might still be back in the back of your foot a little bit. So make sure that at address you feel like you're tipped out over the ball a little bit. That'll help make up for a little bit of that sit trigger. And as you go back, be mindful of your pelvic angle and definitely try to deepen that hip flexor right there. You're going to push that back so that your butt feels like it would go behind this line, and then your weight would get to the inside of that right heel. As far as the club goes, just if you add a little bit of upwardness by hinging the wrists, so you're thinking in terms of this angle right here. So as you go back, if that angle stays too flat, the club will stay too close to the ground like it did here. So this club's getting under and behind. Now you fix it, but having the club stay low to the ground like that might be one of the reasons why your left wrist gets a little bit bowed like that. Anyway, you don't have to worry about your wrist as much. Just try to get the club head to elevate up onto the plane a little bit. So you've got plenty of width over here, so you can just keep doing the same thing and give the club a little encouragement to go up. And then the forward swing, when the hips are a little deeper and they try to lead with the head staying more still, I think eventually the hand path is going to move a little less down and behind you, but that's kind of not something that you want to fiddle with on purpose. just in general, I'd like to see the first 4, 5, 6 inches of movement of the grip be a little bit more toward the ball before the hands start to drop. But it's really coming through down here very nicely in this swing. Anyway, that's a couple of things. But overall, I think you're on the right track for sure. Quieter takeaway trigger. Um, and just generally, the thing looks more controlled. I like the more lateral movement. So it's starting to, I think it's starting to look a little more like you want it to.